Hello friends, this video on plant growth and development part 15 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. With this, we have discussed all the plant growth regulators or phytohormones. So now we will discuss about another important concept called photoperiodism. So photolight, so some concept related to light. So let us see what it is. So let us see what is photoperiodism. So what can you understand from the name? Photo means light, period means duration. So something related to the duration of light. Now by now all of us know that light is extremely important for the growth of plants. Now here we'll get to know it is not only the presence of light, but it is also the duration of light exposure which is also important for a plant. Actually, the flowering in a plant, whether flowers will be formed in a plant or not, that depends on the number of hours of its exposure to light. Now, there are some plants which need a lot of sunlight for flowering, whereas there are some other set of plants which do not need much light for flowering to take place. So here in this topic we will talk about those kind of plants which are dependent on the duration of light exposure for their flowering. So it is the response of plants to duration of day and night. When I say duration of day and night, day is all about a lot of light, night is all about no sunlight. Right? So how do plants respond? When I say response of a plant, how do the flowering in a plant respond with the change in this duration? Now different plants need a different duration of exposure to light. It controls the flowering of plants, as I said. Now based on this difference or based on this feature, there are three categories of plants: long day plants, short day plants, and day neutral plants. So these are the three types of plants based on their requirements of photoperiods. So how much duration of light do they need to flower? So based on that, they are of three types: long day, short day, and day neutral plants. So let us see what are they. So let us start with short day plants. As the name says, they will flower or flowering will take place when the days are short. Okay, so these kind of plants need minimum number of hours of darkness. That means there has to be this much minimum number of darkness to be present. And if it is more than those minimum number of hours, it is even better. So the number of hours of darkness should be more, right? So it should be at least some minimum number. The more it is, the better it is. So the darkness should be more. That means light should be less. So days should be shorter and night should be longer. So these kind of plants will flower when they are exposed to long nights. So they will expose when the nights are long and the days are short, and that is why they are called short day plants. Right? Some examples of short day plants are coffee, chrysanthemum, and strawberry. These are some of the examples of short day plants. So they actually need shorter days, but they need longer nights. So they need a longer number of hours of darkness. Right? So these kind of plants, in which season will these kind of plants flower? They generally flower in spring and autumn season, because during these seasons the nights are long and the days are short. Now let us look at the other category, that is the long day plants. So they need long days, just the opposite. So they need maximum number of hours of darkness. That means they need these many maximum hours, not more than that. Please understand this statement. In case of short day plants, they need a minimum number of hour of darkness. So they need these many hours of darkness or more. So there is some threshold value. So in case of short day plants, that threshold value of darkness should be greater than or equal to the threshold value. And here the threshold value should be the maximum value. It should be less than or equal to the threshold value of darkness. Right? So in case of long day plants, the number of hours of darkness should be less than or equal to the threshold value. So they need a maximum hours of darkness. They need a maximum number of hours of darkness. Right? Please do not say, this does not mean that they need more hours of darkness. They need a maximum value of darkness. So that darkness should not be more than that. Let us suppose this line represents the values of number of hours of darkness. In case of short day plants, they want it to have a minimum threshold value. So this is the threshold value. They need it to be this much or greater than this. That is the case for short day plants. When we talk about long day plants, they need a maximum threshold value. That means the maximum value of darkness should be, let us say, this much. That means it should be this much or less than this much. So the number of hours of darkness should not be more. Right? I know this is little complicated, but why I used this statement is in many of your textbooks you will find this statement. So I explained it here itself so that you do not get confused with this statement. But otherwise, easy to remember, long day means they need long days, short nights. So they flower when exposed to short nights. So something like this, the days are long and the nights are short. So these kind of plants are, they will generally flower during summer season, because in summer you have longer days and shorter nights. Examples of such plants would be lettuce, spinach, potatoes. These are some of the examples of long day plants. Now the third category, that is day neutral plants. So they are neutral as the name says. So it doesn't matter to them. So the flowering in these plants do not depend on the photo periods. So flowering does not depend upon exposure to light duration. Doesn't matter whether the days are long or the nights are long. Nothing matters to them. They just flower in their own way. They may initiate flowering after a certain stage or maybe after a certain age. Once they are mature enough, flowering will start. And again, it will stop as per the other factors responsible for senescence. So this duration, exposure to light duration or the concept of photo period does not affect flowering in such plants. So examples of such plants are roses, cucumbers, tomatoes. So for all these plants, the light availability or the duration of light availability doesn't matter. So these are the three categories of plants. Now the question is, what causes this difference? Why do short day plants, why are there some plants which flower only during short days? Why are there another set of plants which flower only during short nights? What makes this happen? That is something which is interesting to know. Thank you. Please visit www.examfear.com to watch more videos, attempt free online test, get free study material, find tutors and mentors. Thank you once again.